So weight loss is simple. And here's the $1,000,000 secret. People struggle with this because they want to focus on symptoms. Right? Excess weight is a symptom of less than optimal health. That's all it is. So when people say, oh, how do I get rid of this? I usually reach in their hand and take out the diet soda or the cigarette, or something, and I say, you'll get rid of that when you get rid of this. Right? It's a symptom of poor health. And this is why people struggle so much with weight loss, because they're very symptom oriented, they're symptom focused. How do you get rid of this? And why is this here? And why is this here? So let's talk about that. People all the time will come in and say, put me on a weight loss program. And I say, I will not do that. But if your goal is to lose weight, I'll help you do that. What I'm going to do is put you on a health building program. And the focus needs to be on building better health, not losing weight or burning fat. What's the best way to burn fat? In a frying pan. Does everybody know that? It's the best way to burn fat in a frying pan. But if you truly want to have permanent weight loss and you want this to be a goal, then you have to focus on building better health. And it's really that simple. When people say to me, well, I really want to lose 10 pounds, I say, is that what you really want? Or do you really want to fit into your jeans from 5 years ago and look slimmer and have people notice about how great you look for your age? Oh, yeah, that's what I want, Dr. Sam. All right, because here's why that matters. If you get healthier and you get a little leaner because we have you working out, the scale's not going to say you're 10 pounds lighter, but those clothes are going to fit you like you are. And so most of the time when I take the scale, I just say, punt this thing out of the room, because the scale is going to drive you nuts because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because most of the time you're just getting manipulation of water. So you get on the scale one day and you go, oh yes, I'm 3 pounds lighter. And then you get on the scale the next day, oh my God, I'm 5 pounds heavier. I gained it back. And so then all the crazy behaviors go to try to correct this, like the binge eating or the starving or the, oh, how do I fix this? Part of the solution is to focus on the proper goal. Now, it's okay to have a goal of weight loss because it's one of those goals that's measurable. It's specific, it's measurable. You could put a time on it. I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Okay, great goal. It's very specific, very measurable, very realistic. It's time oriented. It's what they call a SMART goal, right? S-M-A-R-T. So it fills those things. The key is to focus on the short-term goals, which are the action steps to get to that goal, which just need to be built around healthful living practices. I will drink 10 ounces of green juice every day. I will go to bed by 9:30 p.m. every day. Right? I will do 20 minutes of exercise every day. Those are the short-term action-oriented goals. That's where the focus needs to be. Then after your month or two, you can get on the scale and see where you're at. You can put on your jeans, see how they fit. Because that is the best way to approach any goal, is to really focus on the actions to get you there and not keep focusing on the long-term goal. Because that's going to be a result of your actions. Why? Because health is earned. Poor health is earned. And good health is earned. Either direction. So it's all going to be based on your choices and actions. And it's as simple as that. And weight loss is no exception. So let's talk about why it's so important to focus on health and how weight can occur for some people and maybe not occur for other people. Like, why do some people hold more size in their common, in their butt or their hips or their breasts or their belly? Because if we look around, yes, most guys tend to hold more weight in their stomach areas, and more women tend to hold it in their hips and sometimes their breast tissue. Most of the time, people, once they improve their health, they just lose weight. And here's how that works. Why wouldn't you not be your ideal weight if you got healthier? Mother Nature's not prejudiced. Remember that. Of course you're going to be your ideal weight if you just build better health. That's why I'm not big on weight loss programs. I'm big on health building programs. So you're going to be your ideal weight if you just live healthfully. There's a saying in the natural health world, the solution to pollution is dilution. Okay, the solution to pollution is dilution. What does that mean? It means when we put pollution in, whether it's, you know, or spraying it on, kind of thing, chemical warfare, some people call it perfume and other things, you know, and all the other things we do to our body, the body has to have a way of coping with that. This is something that I talk about in my healing manual. This is something I talk about at my healing retreats. This is something I talk about probably on a daily basis with people. Natural laws govern health. There's a law called the law of self-preservation that says the body will do everything and anything it has to do to first and foremost keep itself alive. The solution to pollution is dilution, is a great example of that. So what that means is, once you start putting pollution in, you swell. The body swells. Does that make sense? So we put pollution in the body and the body swells, it gets bigger. It's an act of survival. This is not, oh, I'm so cursed, I got this thing on my, you know, orange peel, look, and cellulite. Yeah, it's saving your life. That extra weight is saving your life in most instances. Because the body can only do a few things with toxins, right? Or stuff it has no use for. It's going to store it, or it's going to get rid of it. It's probably not going to utilize it. So if it has no use for it, and it has the efficiency of getting rid of it quickly, it will do that. It will waste no time in doing that. Let me give you a perfect example of this in my own life. I worked on this woman in rehabilitation whose perfume was so strong that it just was like choking out almost the whole building. But it was so amazingly strong that I was like, wow. It was like she marinated in it. You know, I know you spritz it on, but you marinated in it. It was like pig pen, you know, like the little cloud coming, you know, around the person. Like she's walking and there's like this cloud. Okay, so at this point my eyes are burning and my throat's practically closed up, but I'm taking it like a champ because I'm like, you know, I can handle this. I know how to do Kundalini breathing, meditation, mind, body stuff, all this stuff. So I can handle this. I'm just, okay, I need to be focused and centered and present. I'm working on her. And we get accomplished what we need to. But when I get done, I mean, I am sprinting. I mean, like, I go past Ben Lewis fast. I mean, I'm cruising to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. So I'm urinating and it smells like her perfume. I mean, like nothing but her perfume. And I was like, wow. I mean, talk about an aha moment in the urinal. Like an aha moment. Woo, what a place to get one. And I'm thinking, wow, there's a perfect example of the law of self-preservation, right? And also that the body has no need for something and has the ability to get rid of it, it will do so immediately. I'm a pretty lean guy. You don't see a lot of body fat tissue on me, right? Which is where a lot of people store toxins, which is probably why I have very little tolerance to them. And they just pass right through me, almost just like a channel. So that really gave me a perspective of like, yeah, this body really can't use it, it's just going to get rid of it, isn't it? And it did. And I can give you many more examples of just clients, patients, and myself, but hopefully that drives the point home. So when people put this stuff in, for a lot of people, they don't have the ability to get rid of stuff right away. So it gets stored, and it gets stored, and it gets stored some more, and it keeps getting stored. And next thing, they wake up one day and actually look in the mirror carefully. And go, how did I get this way? Like it had like some like epiphany, like it happened overnight. How did I get this way? Like you got that way from years. I mean, that's earned. That's why when people are like, oh, check this out, you know, this big belly. Yeah, that's impressive, man. That's you earned that puppy. I mean, that's a lot of beer. That's a lot of something. And just so we're clear on that, because guys do this, it's just like a macho thing. Oh, it's all muscle. And it is rock hard. You're like, wow, dude, that's pretty hard. That isn't muscle, that's visceral fat. And it's about one more hot dog away from a heart attack, okay? That's not muscle you're feeling when somebody's abdomen is rock hard like that, but it just balloons out, okay? It's visceral fat, it's not healthy, it's a big indication of cardiovascular disease, amongst other problems. So don't fool anybody, that's not it. All right, and the whole, I'm gonna get the next gadget, you know, the abdominizer, the ab flattener, the this, that is the American dream. You know, I love it. It's amazing. They keep selling. They'll come out with another one, and I'm sure they're probably doing it right now because the holidays are coming. They know they can sell millions of these. Millions! Because people want to believe that somehow, you know, doing a bunch of things with some crazy is going to get rid of their bad habits. You know, somehow like 1,000 crunches a day undoes, you know, their poor habits. And I always say it's not a lack of sit-ups, it's too many sit-downs. Get off your butt and move. You know, if sit-ups aren't the answer for a lot of reasons to flattening your stomach, if that's a goal with weight loss. Because one, most people don't do them right. Two, they're not that functional. And three, they trash most people's posture when they are doing them. And if it's cosmetic appearance that you want, think about it. If you sit in a chair all day, especially, you know, with a mouse and you're sitting there, then you go to the gym with good intentions, and I always applaud that. You know, people are like, well, they care enough to go to the gym, or just exercise anywhere. You don't need a gym. But then they pick the exercises that reinforce what they got. Now, if you're already in this classic, you know, crane neck, kind of what I call the question mark posture, you're not really sure, you know, where you're going in life, you're just all over the place. Okay, then they classically go to the gym and they do ab work, mostly crunches, bicep curls, lat pull downs, bench press, right? All the mirror muscles, all the things to look all buff and ripped and toned. But you know, a lot of the exercises that people are picking are the very things that reinforce the bad posture that they have, and so it backfires. And then you look even bigger because you go, I just reinforced the fact that my pelvis is tilted forward and my shoulders are drawn forward, and it's going to push us out even more. Oops. Yeah. So, you know, that matters too in terms of appearance. You know, if cosmetic is a goal, and there's nothing wrong with vanity. If for goals, that motivates people. I have no problem with that because I want to look prettier. I want to be like great because I know you're motivated. I mean, that motivates people, and that's good. All right, cleaning up your diet and lifestyle is the best permanent weight loss program there is.